But you'd like to see this water hyacinth blossom. Sorry about the color. Camera doesn't really record that lavender color. It turns it into a blue. There's my blossom. And while we're at it, Tom, here they are, really growing. And see if I get this right. Yeah, there it is. Look what's coming up. Next day or two. Got primrose blooming. Milkweed coming up here real good, starting to blossom. That should attract some monarchs. Roses are coming over there by the waterfall. Tiger-eye sumac I planted last year. Asian lilies. A stilby. And these are all from one small daisy plant I brought home last summer. Water lily is definitely growing. I think what I'm going to have to do, this one here in the corner, is that wild one. And I think I'll pull it out in the next day or two and put it in the main pond. And then bring in some of the small ones I have in the main pond back to here to recuperate. And I have to do something with some of these reeds and cattails that are growing. They've kind of overgrown the pot, so I guess that's what I'll be doing tomorrow, is repotting some of those. And this, of course, is coral bells. And over here in the veggie filter, things are growing pretty well in here too. Let's move up here. You see there's a, I think that's a pickerel weed that's coming up. There's some arrowhead. And of course there's the parrot feather that Tom sent me. And it's starting to grow pretty good. And of course the ubiquitous water celery. And for Wayne, here's the prickly pear, the opuntia, that I transplanted here recently. And it's just really starting to grow now. There's some more arrowhead. Glad it came back from last year. Doing well. And here's one, the water lilies that I put back in the pond. And they nibble on it a little bit, but it seems to be doing okay and sending up new roots. I had put another one right in this area on a very narrow ledge. I think my dear catfish decided that it would look better pushed off the edge down into the deep part of the pond. So this is one sitting at the bottom of 3 feet of water, and it's still a good 18 inches below the surface. I don't know if it'll make it to the surface or not. They seem to have come up some. If not, I'll have to get on my shorts, wade in the pond again, and pull it back out of the hole. Turtles like to water lilies too. I mean, they do nibble on them now, but they've got lots of algae to eat. But they seem to like to hang around in them too. I guess it gives them a little sense of protection and cover. Other guys just like to spend their time basking on the island or swimming around it. And a view of the lily pool from the other end. I'd say that one over there is just getting carried away, growing right up out of the water. I think it needs more room to spread out, so we'll try them in a big pond. Some of my water turtles like to crawl up here in the area where I keep the box turtles. They kind of hide in among the primrose. So there's a western painted turtle on the right, and my real old box turtle. That box turtle is getting close to 40 years old now. Had him for a very, very, very long time. And here's some of the hornwort now. Really starting to grow pretty good in the lily pool. Some here. Some over here. Got nice growing tips on them. And Canadian pondweed. That's some of that's growing. And of course, the little tadpoles are going like crazy too. Starting to grow pretty good. Let's see if I can get a size perspective here. They're starting to get a little bigger. Lots of them in here. More of the tadpoles. And just line the pond on the sides and all over the bottom. Lots and lots and lots of them. Yeah, the turtles have been pretty active. I have two that have laid eggs now. I have two nests in the ground. I'm not going to dig them up. I think I'm going to leave them in the ground. There's one sitting here. And I have another bigger female. Likes this spot. She comes up here almost every day and just sits there most of the day. So she may be waiting for late this afternoon or one of these afternoons to lay eggs too. That's when they like to lay them, is late in the afternoon, just before the sun goes down. I have bee balm going. Got a wild rose growing in there. Daylily kind of mixed in with the primrose. Primrose has just almost crowded it out. I'm going to have to do some thinning there and moving around. There's that milkweed. And tomorrow I got to get in the stream and redo the water celery in there. It just kind of got out of hand. I had to move it out of the way so the stream can continue to flow. And the Rebecca, the black-eyed Susans, are starting to grow over there. They'll soon be sending out blossoms. And that's what the pond looks like on the 12th day of June 2010.